Oh, okay. I'm starting a bit earlier because I need to rant about this one thing. I'm sorry. I've been ranting about this for a while now, dealing with the whole black um topic, black issues, stuff like that. But I just was on Twitter, just waiting for 8 o'clock or no, 7 o'clock to come so I can start my live show. And then I see this tweet from Michelle Obama, and I'm gonna share my screen right now to show you. I saw this tweet from Michelle Obama. Congrats to the entire Black Panther team. Because of you, young people will finally see superheroes that look like them on the big screen. I love this movie, and I know it will inspire people of all backgrounds to dig deep and find courage to be heroes of their own stories. And then I said, "Oh my God, shut up! They have been seeing superheroes like them on the big screen for years. This is not the first time. This is the type of shit that I just can't stand anymore. It's getting out of hand. Why? And this is the same thing that happened with Wonder Woman. They act as though that this was the first time this has ever happened. And it's not. It's just that this is the first time it's ever had such a wide impact, a big, large impact, because the marketing team heavily pushed, oh yeah, first superhero woman, first black superhero with his own film, even though it's not really any of those things. Like, have we forgotten? I need to look into the camera for this one. Have we really forgotten Blade? We forgot about that. Okay. How about Elektra? Did we forget about Elektra? Catwoman? Steel? Barbed Wire? Any of these? I get it. 4 of those 5 movies I just named, no one really remembers, and they weren't that great to begin with. But we act as though this is a new thing. Like, wow, we're really setting the bar here. An entirely black superhero film? Oh, that's never been done before. Oh, another one we forget? Hancock. Like, I know that, he was like not the only black guy. He was just like the most prevalent black guy in the film, but he was a black superhero. Jesus fucking Christ, people. Like, seriously. Get over yourselves. Black Panther is a fun movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I just don't think it deserves all this praise as being a revolutionary movie. It's not even close. What's so revolutionary about Black Panther? Because it had an all-black cast? Well, guess what? There have been multitude of movies with an all-black cast. Because it's an all-black cast in a superhero film? So fucking what? I thought the whole point was supposed to be about diversity. When it's an all cast of this type of person, that's not really diverse to me. Now, yes, there are 2 white people in it. So, yeah, they met their white quota, just like how some films in the past had a black quota. I have that one black guy that made the quippy jokes and he was killed off immediately. I get all that shit. But I thought we were beyond that point where, it's like, well, they did it, so it's okay if we do it. I don't like that mentality. I would think that we're better than that we wouldn't succumb to such bullshit like, well, in the back of the past, a lot of white films just had 1 black actor or 2 black actors. They were tokens, basically. And then here we are with Black Panther with 2 basically token white actors who don't do much in the film. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not even what this video is about. But I just could not refrain from just lashing out a bit. And I know Michelle Obama, her post was meant with the best of intentions, but I really hate when people disseminate misinformation and try to prop something up that I personally don't believe needs to be propped up when there are better films out there that should be propped up. If you were talking about Get Out, you know what? I liked Get Out a lot. That deserves to be propped up. Black Panther? Good movie, enjoyable movie, not worthy of causing this whole revolution or something like that. I remember I was watching Grace Randolph, yesterday she was doing the box office. I really like her movie math. I enjoy that a lot. And she was talking about how history has been made. The first ever black superhero film to make near $200 million. And look, that is impressive, and I think it's well deserved. History made, okay, maybe, because maybe there hasn't been a lot of black films that have ever reached that pinnacle, but it was gonna make that money regardless. It's a fucking Marvel film. If this was like a Spike Lee joint and it made that much money, now that is history made. That's impressive. If it was like a Denzel Washington film, that's impressive. Superhero films will make close to 200 in their first opening weekend. I could just go on and on about that, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the NBA All-Star. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on this huge tirade about Michelle Obama. Okay, now let's get back to the NBA All-Star game. I really enjoyed the NBA All-Star game. I was thoroughly surprised at how much effort a lot of people were putting into the game, especially on LeBron's team. That was spectacular. And before I get into it, I will say LeBron was the best player on the floor. He proved it time and time again. And he most definitely, this is unequivocal, I will not make an argument for this. He most definitely deserved the NBA All-Star MVP. And anybody else that says he didn't is lying. They're true LeBron haters. But yeah, it was an impressively fun game. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I wish my team won. I was rooting for Steph Curry, but one team wanted it more than the other. That's just the truth. LeBron's team wanted it more. And I know a lot of people want to praise LeBron because of winning the game, but he made 29 points. They scored 140 something. So he wasn't just the main guy that got them all the points. Kevin Durant contributed to that. Russell Westbrook contributed to that. Kyrie Irving contributed to that. So I'm just saying, he doesn't deserve all the praise. It's just that he was the most spectacular one. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I'm surprised no one's praising Kevin Durant for his lockdown defense of Steph. That was a defense built for two, because you got three of the last MVP. Well, not three of the last, but three MVPs going at it, and two of them are freaking almost 7 feet tall, towering over this 6'3" shooting or point guard. So I'm I don't blame Steph for not making that shot. Those are two of that you got the world's best player and the world's second best player pinning you down. What can you do? You were lucky to even pass the ball. So I just wish he made the shot. It would have been interesting if it went into overtime. That would have been impressive. And I was hoping that Steph's team won. But like I said, overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Joel Embiid was a treat to watch. I think he was the best player on Steph's team. Most of the sports media was saying. I agree with that sentiment, because he was the only one I felt that was yeah, this is my first time. You know what? I'm going to just go all at it. He made that. I love that one play where he made a three-pointer over Russell Westbrook, and then going down to the other side of the court, he blocks Russell Westbrook's score, or he blocks Russell Westbrook trying to make a score. And I'm just Joel's You clowned me at my own court a couple weeks ago, but you're not gonna make a score on me today. I love that. I wish that Giannis played a little better. I felt he was a bit weak. And damn it, Kevin Hart, you really can't pronounce his last name. They probably were sitting with you to pronounce Antetokounmpo. Say it with me, Kevin. Antetokounmpo. He's just nah, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say Giannis. My boy Giannis. Come on, Kevin. If you're going to be the announcer, actually work to be the announcers, actually know how to say their last names. And by the way, you also said DeMar Rosen's name wrong. It's DeMar DeRozan. He didn't put the D in it. Anyway, that's a nitpick here and there. So yeah, I personally enjoyed the All-Star game. I didn't have much weight to it. And you know what really surprised me? I went on Twitter, I went on YouTube, I read the comments after the game, and you know what? Most people were quite civil. No one was like saying, "Oh yeah, Curry blew a 13-point lead," or like, "Oh, see, this proves that LeBron is the greatest player of all time." There was actually very little of that. I think the only one I ever saw was like the whole LeBron is the greatest player ever kind of comment, but that was about it. I didn't hear anyone saying that Steph Curry blew a 3-point lead or something like that. Everyone really enjoyed the game, and I liked how civil people were being in the comments. They were being grateful that, the All-Star game is finally back to what it needs to be, which is a bit competitive, but a whole lot of fun to watch. There are so many memorable moments throughout that game. That alley-oop pass to LeBron that Russell Westbrook did. That was very cool. I really enjoyed that. Freaking Steph Curry shooting a 3 over LeBron in the same fashion that he did in their game in January. I just had a smile to my face like, yep, that's Steph breaking legs again. Kyrie Irving with his fantastic handles, and he's like just slicing through the defense like butter. I mean, there wasn't a lot of defense to begin with, but I mean, still, he's doing the whole, like, how he kind of, like, cuts through people like this? Oh, man, it was beautiful to see. And Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant playing together and laughing together, it kind of I mean, I hope it wasn't just a facade, but I hope it wasn't a facade. I hope that maybe they did, mend things over and said, hey, it was nothing against you, bro. I just really wanted to win. I wanted to play in a system that would allow me to prosper, and Golden State gave me what I needed. And look, it worked out for both of us. You became the MVP. You're the star of OKC. That's your team. And now I have my team. We could just be chilling cool. And seeing him and Russell Westbrook on the court laughing together with Kyrie Irving. I mean, it's just it's a beautiful thing, honestly. I was quite touched, right? I was very touched seeing that. And yeah, it was just, again, fun. And then there's that whole, like, the ball bouncing off of Embiid's foot. And then they had to, I think that was the first time ever I saw instant replay used for an All-Star game. And the call, I'll be honest, I didn't agree with the call. It did bounce off of Embiid's foot. And it didn't seem like Kevin's foot touched it at all. But the thing is, it was so hard to see. The angle was so tight, and the positioning of the cameras made it very difficult to really disseminate whose foot it touched last. You have to just basically flip a coin at that point, or maybe just go by the best judgment. And if you felt like it bounced off of Kevin Durant's foot, that's how you felt. And you saw LeBron getting all worked up. Like, he really, I'll say this. If there was one person that put a lot of effort into this game, it was LeBron. He treated like this was a real game, which is good. That's fine. I'm happy that he was able to put a bit more effort into the playing, although I don't think he should have played 31 minutes. He should have gave other people on his bench some time to play. Anthony Davis was barely in the game. A lot of his reserve, Victor Oladipo, was barely in the game, and I really like him. Bradley was in the game a handful of times, but he didn't really play that much. It was, yeah. Excuse me. But now let's get to what I really want to talk about. The goddamn sports media having to go and fuck everything over because they either want to suck LeBron's dick because he was so impressive in the game, even though he only contributed less than 1/20th of the scoring. But no, he was amazing. How great was he? And keep in mind, I do agree he was great, but he wasn't like, yeah, that's the guy. No one else was like still in the spotlight. I mean, there were so many times where other people, like, I thought Kyrie stole the spotlight sometimes. Kevin Durant would steal the spotlight sometimes, and B definitely was still in the spotlight a lot of times. But they just had to go and freaking. I just hear in the back of my mind the Dick riding Obama song, like like every time these sports analysts they speak. Out up this morning, things weren't looking right. I said I want to make a change. I said I want to fight. LeBron comes up and dunks in my face. I'm like, you know what? Why don't you come to my place so that I can dick ride? Oh, LeBron. I'm just like smacking my face like, Jesus Christ, can't we just have a fun all-star game and not make it about one person? There are 24 all-stars in that game, and you had to go and make it about one guy. One guy. Seriously. Oh. And if it's not that, you have people like Skip Bayless, who treat it as if the all-star game is a real game and it has some sort of like impact on the people who played, as if it was some sort of indictment against them. Like he was like saying, "Did you see Steph Curry eating popcorn in the bench?" It's a fucking all-star game. Come on, Skip. What, the guy can't just relax and have fun? No. He needs to be super duper. This is life or death. It's a goddamn all-star game. Calm down. Or he's just like, who was the other person he was getting on? Harden. He's like, this is classic Harden. This game 6 Harden. He pulled another disappearing act. It's a fucking all-star game. Of course he's not going to put his best foot forward. God, are you kidding me right now, Skip? Look, I like you, Skip. I might be one of like a handful of people in the world that still respect your opinion and may even defend you. But my goodness, you made no good points on Undisputed this today in regards to the All-Star game. Hell, I was this close to considering you a LeBron dick rider because you were also just praising LeBron. Although then you brought up Embiid, which I was very happy about. But I'm just like, damn, dog. Like, what did you expect from this game? You really were expecting everybody to go 110%? They're not risking any injuries. They're just having fun. Now, I will say one side definitely showed more effort than the other side. But keep in mind, the other side had more rookie first-time all-star players. I mean, you know, Karl Anthony Towns, Embiid. I'm trying to think who else was like first time. Not Antetokounmpo. He was there last year, but he's still kind of fresh. Maybe Lillard. Maybe Lillard. I don't know. I know DeMar and Kyle. They both have been there before, but basically, you know, these are guys that, you know, don't really put a lot of weight to the All-Star game. I mean, they enjoy it, but that's about it. But damn, they were just like, wow. Or no, Skip was just like, wow. Can you believe what Steph Curry did? Eating popcorn on the bench. What is that all about? It's like he doesn't even care about this game because it's definitely a game that matters. This will go on his permanent record. No, it's an all-star game. No one cares. We just want it to be a fun little game. And guess what? We got what we wanted, Skip. You don't need to make a big deal that the fact that it wasn't as intense as you wanted it to be. That wasn't even the point of the game. It was just about making the all-star game fun again. And did they pull that off? Yes. The all-star game was fun again. So guess what? Mission fucking accomplished. We don't need to keep on going off on these weird-ass tangents about, well, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. It doesn't matter. The goal of the game was to make it a bit competitive and fun to watch. It was a bit more competitive and it was fun to watch. I didn't even bother watching Nick Wright because I knew this guy was going to swoon. I wouldn't be surprised if he like faded on set. Just like, oh, LeBron. Oh, man, LeBron, you're so amazing. I just see him just like jizzing on his TV screen. watching LeBron win the MVP. Like, yes, LeBron, we did it. I'm just like I'm laughing my ass off. I see them. What is it? What was it called? Hold on, let me look this up real quick. I'm not gonna watch it, but I want to read the title because I know that the title actually made me laugh out loud. Where is it? No. Let's see. Hold up. Give me a second. Okay, so this isn't Nick Wright, but this is Chris Broussard who said that the NBA All-Star Weekend was a shining moment for LeBron James. Why couldn't it be a shining moment for all of us? Are you kidding me? Why are you so keen to focus on just LeBron? We all were playing. God damn. Okay, here. So Nick Wright's thing is like Nick Wright on LeBron James winning his third All-Star MVP, and I can only imagine what he's gonna talk about. Nope. Actually, let me read the comments here. I want to see what the comments say. Probably just like, oh, here goes Nick Wright. Dick riding again. I hope Nick knows that this is the only hardware LeBron is going to take home all season. He's talking about the MVP. What's amazing is how the butthurts won't give this man props for being so relevant and better than many in his 15th year. It's baffling. When do we not get... Doesn't the whole sports media consider him the greatest player in the game right now? Most people consider him the greatest player in the game right now. The greatest basketball player in the world. That's what I keep hearing about LeBron James, even though I don't even consider him the greatest anymore. I think Kevin Durant is, but that's just me. Let's see. What the fuck happened to Nick's face at 8:18? By the way, whoever said that Nick Wright looks like Squidward was perfect. It's beautiful. All right, here's one. Wait, Nick thinks the All-Star trophies were out of place for MJ, but he's okay with finals trophies that the team won. Too many idiot fans already claim one player wins championships without him, saying something that dumb. Okay. Oh, here. The All-Star Game MVP is bogus, man. Now win the league MVP, All-Star MVP, and Finals MVP in the same year. Now that's impressive. A la Jordan did it twice. That is true. Why does why do I keep saying his name wrong? Why does Russell Westbrook get disrespected so much? That's a good point. I don't think he deserves all that disrespect either. Let's see. LeBron took it seriously, and it paid off by winning an MVP. I wish Steph played with that intensity, but I get that it's only an exhibition, but it'd be nice to see Curry be an MVP amongst the absolute best players on the floor just to make a statement. You know what? I agree with that statement, although Curry rather showcase his skills on the biggest stage rather than doing it at an exhibition. Because he doesn't really need to prove anything to anybody. He already knows he's comfortable with who he is. He's a two-time MVP, the first ever unanimous MVP. He's won 2 championship rings. He's quite good. He's the greatest shooter in NBA history. He's gonna basically lead the league in 3-point shots by the time he retires. He's pretty content with where he's at. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, there's not much. Everyone's talking about this new blonde girl that's on there. Let me guess. Somehow this is better than Jordan's 6 rings, according to Nick. Okay, well, I guess that's it. It's a consolation prize for losing the championship this year. And he's like, well, I can't win MVP, and I'm definitely not going to win the finals. I'll just take the All-Star MVP. That's good enough for me. All right, so that's all I really had to say in regards to the All-Star game. I thought it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. And then the sports media had to go and ruin it for me, particularly the people over on Fox Sports 1. Look, I like Fox Sports 1 more than ESPN, but you guys, man, I swear to God, you're slowly becoming the LeBron channel. Every goddamn time, it's just like it's like another story about LeBron. Either you're praising him or you're chastising him. Can we move on, please? All right, there are 5 people watching. I'm going to end this in 5 minutes. So whoever is in the chat right now, if you want to ask me any questions, hit me up. I'll be sitting right here waiting for your questions. I got to get ready for work soon, and I'm probably going to go buy some breakfast. And yeah, we just go from there. Oof. I can't believe I got so worked up about that Michelle Obama tweet. Jesus, man. Each and every time. I keep finding something to... Am I just an angry person now? Have I become one of those types of people where I just get angry all the time? I hope not, because I don't like being angry all the time. I like having fun. I like to have fun and just enjoy myself. I don't like being angry all the time. But just sometimes, man, this world just pisses me off. Like, God damn it. Black Panther's a fun movie. It's not the greatest film of all time. Get over yourself. I remember, like, I know she's never gonna see this, but like I saw Sloan post something about Black Panther, and she's like saying how she loves seeing such strong women represented in film. Like, Sloan, no, you know, I love you and all, but don't pretend like we don't see strong female characters in films. We've been seeing them for the past 30 years. This is not, again, this is not a new thing. We have done this before. And, you know, I feel like the definition for what a strong female character is has been kind of muddled a bit. And my problem with that is because, you know, to be a strong female character, just to be a strong character, you need to have dimensions. To be just one solitary thing does not make you a strong character. Being a badass does not make you a strong character. I think the strongest character in Black Panther was actually the girl from The Walking Dead, the one that plays Michonne, because she showed not only that she is strong, she could hold her own ground, but she is also conflicted emotionally, and she doesn't hide her her emotional conflictions. That's a strong female character, not some like badass warrior woman. You know, that just lacks dimension. A strong character is a 3-dimensional character. That's a strong character, whether it be male or female. And guess what? Showing vulnerability does not make you a weak character. In fact, if you're willing to show that you're vulnerable, I think that makes you a stronger character, because a lot of characters don't show a lot of vulnerability. And I think when you show vulnerability and you're able to rise above the occasion to become a stronger character, that in itself makes you a strong character. Tony, I know how to lighten the mood. Pun time. Waffles are just pancakes with abs. That's not a pun. It's like a little small joke. Although I appreciate it, John Vincent. Roses are red, Panthers are gray, Wakanda isn't Uganda. Do you know the way? Okay, I'll give you that one, John. I'll give you that one. I like that one. Oh, man. I really do need to talk more about this channel on my other channel. And by the way, for all 7 of you watching, I am going to be releasing a new video on Wednesday on the main channel. It was actually the video I was supposed to release for Valentine's Day, but the project turned out to be a much bigger, what's the word? It turned out to be much bigger than I expected, and it required much more work on my end, and I wanted to make it look as good as it can be. So that's why I haven't released a video yet over on the main channel. And I hope to also release an anime review for Romance, but I know I haven't gotten to that. I'm sorry. I've been trying to get to that. I probably will try to finish Rumbling Hearts soon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, well, since there isn't much conversating going on in the chat, which is fine. This is a new channel. I know not a lot of people come to this channel a lot. This is just a channel for me to vent and express my opinions on certain things and just go on verbal diarrhea moments. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I sound like an incoherent fool. I thank you all for watching. Again, That video, a new video will be released on the Black Critic Guy channel probably this week or this Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, if you like to see more videos on the channel, be part of the Black Critic crew, please hit the subscribe. Wait, whoops. Whoa, this is not the Black Critic Guy channel. Okay. I will see you guys soon. Take care.